Hey y'all, APGG here. How's everybody doing? I have a green light for my mic, so hopefully that means there is sound. No one is in the chat room just yet. So, what can I talk about? Oh, it's a live show, so it's being recorded live. And once the show is over, it will be available on YouTube momentarily. You won't be able to see the chat because that takes longer to render. So kind of expect that if you're tuning in on the recording. Thank you so much. And there is a live chat and we are chatting live. Hey, there's some people coming in. Hey, y'all, Jersey, Glena, Carla, Golene, Emma, Eileen, Emma. I'm so glad y'all are here. I really appreciate your time and your support and all manner of goodness. Of course, I had to sign back in with my password because they made me change it a couple of days ago, and I forgot about it when I was farting around out here yesterday. Didn't think to go in and put it in, and I got that two-step verification now, so now they send me, stuff on my phone, which I guess it's good because there's a rumor, just a rumor now, I don't know how true or valid it is, that there is some people or some kind of a hacking bot that is going around and leaving short comments on people's videos saying, let's be YouTube buddies, let's be friends, that kind of thing. And if you if this is true, that even if you thumbs up or love their comment or reply to them, that they can use that to access and hack your channel. I don't know if that is true. It's a rumor. When I searched YouTube for it, only those videos, hey CB, talking about that particular thing came up. There was like 3 or 4. So I don't know if it's true, but I will also point out that YouTube is pushing people to go for the 2-step verification. So it's kind of coincidental. Just saying, because, I'm a conspiracy theorist. So, yeah. Anywho, one of the commenters' channel name is Music. And I can't remember the others. I don't remember. But I did get a comment from someone named Music wanting to be YouTube buddies or friends or some such whatnottage. So I just deleted them. Just delete them and block them. Hey, Lori. So glad everybody's here. Y'all must have heard about the Rusty Bits. So it's Third Thursday. Woo! I will put me away because I'm such a doll. I kid you not. That will never get old for me. Might for y'all, but it won't for me. So we'll be working in this, but that'll be in a little bit. Yeah, I don't know that it's true because as far as I looked, and this was a couple of days ago, there was nothing official from YouTube about it. There was only 2 or 3 videos, and y'all know how it is. One person makes a video, and then other people's like, yeah, that's news. I got to get my video out there. So, I'm just mentioning it because I love y'all. And I don't want anyone to be hackerinoed. Just saying. Hey, Tracy. So today, we're going to first, before we do our SCUFS, which is the studio folder, cleanup folder, blah, blah, whatever we call it stuff. Hey, Vaughn, Gail, I'm so glad y'all here. Aleene and I was chatting on the Twitters the other day. I do get on there every once in a while, occasionally. Hey, Jean. And she had got, or is getting, or should have gotten yesterday, her rusting powder. And I forgot the company, Aleene. Feel free to put that in there. And mine had already arrived a week or two ago because I'm real slow about using product. This won't dry out because it's a powder. It's already dry. And I got mine from PaperArtsy from a U.S. distributor. I don't remember the actual distributor. It's like whatever. And I think I paid, it was either $6.99 or $7.99. And it's 45 grams of rusting powder. It is a powder. It's not as coarse as an embossing powder. I'm just going to put just a wee bit. This is expensive treasure. Hey, K-Bird. Expensive treasure here, y'all. See, can you tell? It's like really fine. Not as fine as Perfect Pearls, but it's pretty fine. So we're gonna fart around with that for a few minutes. Yours is in a jar, yeah. Mine's like in this bottly thing. And when Aleene suggested that I might actually have a coloring agent, something like the Color Blast or whatever brand, whatever. I don't remember precisely because, you know. Hey, Vaughn, did I already say that? Well, hey again. So I came out and I tried it. This one, I sprinkled just a little bit of powder and put some water on it. As you can see, it did nada. And this is the instruction on the bottle. Sprinkle on wet glue and spritz with water. That's it. That's the instructions. And I thought, well, maybe because I didn't use glue. So I put a little thin line of art glitter glue. And then I sprinkled it on there. I let that dry. Then I put water on it and nothing. Okay? It's just dry. This one, I said, well, okay. Aleene says to use vinegar. And I'm like, well, I have some of that. So I sprinkled over here and then I went with the vinegar. I mean, just barely spritzed it. And within a few minutes, it did that. Hey, Barbass. I'm so glad everybody's here. Thanks for coming, y'all. Welcome to my studio. So anyway, and then because I didn't put any glue on it, after it dried, I went like that and the little powder kind of rubbed away and the color stayed. And I thought, well, that's cool. I guess a smart person, smarter than me, would just sprinkle it on, spritz it with vinegar after it dries, save all that powder. So maybe you could do it again. Y'all know how I like to save every little half penny I can. I mean, when I get done with that glue, that bottle is empty. So I thought we would play with that because that's as far as I went. Water did not work with the rusting powder on the PaperArtsy. I don't care that the bottle says spritz with water. It did nothing. Different manufacturer. I guess. But a lot of people are going to be very disappointed if they do that and don't try vinegar. The vinegar worked. Vinegar. So I gathered out some stuff. I gathered a piece of cardstock because that's what I always use. I do have some watercolor paper, but I am mostly inclined to use cardstock. So that's what we're going to do our testing on because that's what I use most of the times. Okay. And we are talking about me. So y'all can test however you want. Just saying. When I first heard about it, the person said they used gesso, white gesso. I have white gesso and I have clear gesso. So we're gonna try a little bit of that. Excuse me for clearing my throat, y'all. It's always the allergy season around here. Just thought I'd mention that because right now our grass is high and our weed is medium. Weed. I don't mean pot. So we'll put white gesso and then we'll put clear gesso. Now the point is you supposedly want the powder, hey Kimberly, to stick to what it was. A gal used patina color paint first and then rust. Oh, patina paint. Like what color? Patina color? Like that? Hey, Paula. Thanks for coming, y'all. This is my closest patina color. It's called Ocean Brie and it's craftsmart. Okay, we'll put that in our pile too. So anyways, I got embossing ink, heat embossing ink. We're going to try that, and I've already got a couple stamps out we'll use for that because I thought that would be fun. In my head, that was going to be fun. So we'll see. So first we will open the bottle of gesso. Okay. And we will, let's take a wonky brush. Oh, well, all my brushes are wonky. Who am I kidding? Well, except the brand new ones that I've not used yet. Hence the term brand new. Judy, come on. Yes, thumb me up. Up yours. Y'all did that yesterday at somebody's show. Oh, it's probably the Jersey, wasn't it? Jersey at your show. I'm like, thumbs up or thumbs, people, up yours. It was so funny because, you know, I thought it was, I'll say the word funny again. So we'll just smear a little bit of the white gesso right there. I'm just doing little bits, y'all. And it'll be fine for a minute. And then we're just going to take some of this here clear gesso. Let me rinse that brush. We'll just take a little dab of clear gesso. Just like that. Like I said, this stuff is like gold, y'all. Can't believe how much. And I paid, was it on sale? It might have been on sale. But I darn near paid full price for it because I wanted it. I mean, I needed it really much. So we'll just lightly sprinkle some on there and lightly sprinkle some on there. Okay. And we're going to tap that extra off because it's like gold. We need all those little bits. And it is probably actual finely ground metal. Just tell you what I think it is, because a couple of months ago, or a month, or no, I don't know, long time ago, a while back, this year though, it was in 2020. I was researching metallic paint because I had this wild harebrained idea, and I found metallic shaved stuff that you could put in paint to make it magnetic. I mean, a metallic, bless my heart, magnetic. Where's a magnet when you need one? I don't know. Wait, I got some magnets. Here's a magnet. So I'm glad I thought of that because we want to check to see if this is magnetic. Let's see if it'll come through the bottle. It is. It is. So it's got to be metal. It's got to be a powderized metal, y'all. In which case, you search Amazon and it will come up powdered metal or metal to make magnetic paint. It's not super well, but it's in a bottle. So, and that is a heavy plastic bottle, just saying. So I found magnetic paint and I bought the smallest size I could get. And I have not done the harebrained idea project that I had. But, you know, that's not going to surprise any of us. Pretty sure about that. So we're just stalling for time. So let's see. I appreciate my mods who unwittingly volunteered because I signed them up to be mods. And every once in a while I go in and I add somebody else as a mod because I think it's funny. It's like, bam, blue shirt, surprise. I wonder if that's dry. Truthfully, and y'all are not going to be able to tell. Where's the pokey tool? Oh, I lost my favorite is pokey tool, y'all. It is out here in the studio somewhere. So now I have to use this one with the orange handle from Harbor Freight. Y'all are not going to be able to tell, but I can see slight orangey color, very, very, very slight orangey color coming in. Just saying. So that's the white gesso. No, absolutely no color change on the clear gesso. I don't think it's dry. Let's get the heat gun out, y'all. It's loud, I think. Heat gun, y'all. We're going to dry it from the back. It wasn't that wet, so. Joy says, hello, darling. I heard from Function what my drive-by did to y'all yesterday. Well, I was going to sit in for just a couple of minutes, okay, Joyce, on your live show. And because I was waiting for a binding class, a journal binding class to start, and it was running late. So I thought, well, I'll just go over here to Joyce for a minute. And when I first said something, I said, I'm just driving by. And then as I'm typing that, my class started. Hey, Devin. So I'm like, okay, bye. And as I understand, people started talking to me and all that good stuff. And I wasn't there. I mean, it was literally, I couldn't have been there more than 2 minutes max. Before they could even read that I was there, I was probably already gone. Okay. So I've already said how it will not rust with water. I am not even going to waste time putting water on it because it's not going to work with water, y'all. It will work with vinegar, which I have. And this handy dandy misting tool. I think that's dry. It feels dry. Have you touched your powder yet, Aleene? I'm going to spritz and wait for lag. Spritz, 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 spritz. Okay, that's enough. It smells like pickles. It really was a drive-by. No kidding on that. Now we're just going to sit here and watch it change. Yes, it is rusting powder, and this particular one is by PaperArtsy. I got it from a distributor here in the U.S., and I don't remember if I paid $6.99 or $7.99. Of course, shipping was almost the same price, it seemed like. And this is 45 grams. Aleene's got a different brand and a different price, and I think she got about twice as much of the powder. Okay, so you've not even touched it. Because, I mean, it's a fine powder. You know what? Hang on. It's not. Oh, where did I hide that stuff, y'all? You know, I cleaned up my studio. Now I can't find crap when I want it. I have some graphite powder. I'm wondering, no, because graphite powder is really slick, though. Graphite, the nature of graphite is slick. So this is going to be more granulated. The graphite is really slick. Anyways, I'll read the instructions on the bottle again on how to use this. Sprinkle on wet glue and spritz with water. No. Water, vinegar. The instruction on the bottle's a lie. I should email them. I don't know. I bet somebody didn't know how to spell vinegar because I always get confused on that word. It's vinegar. So we're getting a little bit of change. Again, I don't know if y'all can tell just yet. This is on cardstock, just plain cardstock. Like I was saying, a couple of months ago, I was researching magnetic paint, and a powdered metal came up. Of course, I probably just looked on YouTube or on Google, and it probably came up in Amazon or some paint company or some crap. And it was, you had to buy a large quantity of it. And I'm like, you know, I'm just farting around with this. I don't think I want to spend that kind of money because it was the money, y'all. But you know, if you could get that stuff and put it in these wee little bottles, you might could make a profit. Just saying. I don't know how powderized it was. And this is holding. So it is some kind of, ooh, can y'all see what it's doing in the bottle? Oh. And speaking of that, metallic stuff, y'all know those wonky little ball-headed man that had the metal in there, and you'd take the pen, you'd make him have metal. You could use that too. Just saying. So it's going kind of slow. I may have to give it a second spritz. But it is starting to change. Aleene, your bottle said distilled. It came out of a bottle. Because I use vinegar a lot, y'all. We got dogs, so on doggy blankets and stuff, when I wash it, you know, where you normally put bleach in your washing machine, I pour a bunch of vinegar in there, and it helps to get rid of the doggy smell. Yeah, Willie, that's it, Willie. Those are little metal bits in there because, you know, they work on a magnet, see? Magnet. So now we know for sure. I'm glad I thought of that just a while ago when I started chit-chatting, because sometimes I chit-chat. We'll leave that out. Not enough on there to make it stick. So I did get magnetic paint that I've hidden somewhere. Said somewhere, y'all, because I still hadn't done that project I thought to do. I get these wild hairs and I don't necessarily follow through. Hence the reason why I have product that dries up. Is there a difference on distilled vinegar, Aleene? Are you pulling my leg? I really don't have a clue. It's just regular vinegar, y'all. Well, thanks so much, Babs. We will be playing in the, or my plan is to play in the studio cleanup folder later in a little while. The cardstock is still wet, so with the vinegar. Smell it. Smells like pickles. Oh, booze. Oh. Alcohol doesn't work. It actually will dispel some rust a little bit, a wee bit. Okay, so we got that going. Let's get another piece of paper. And well, I've already done, no, I didn't do that. We'll put this right in the middle. Save space. Save product. We'll just put a little line of art glitter glue. Now, I would assume any kind of glue would work while we're at it. Let's put a line of double-sided tape, because why not? if we're playing with real science. Where's my crap paper? Yeah, I may have to relook at that. This is a really, 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 really fine powder. It really is. But you can feel it granular. Just saying. Just saying. Put the lid on. Don't spill it. But you know what? You could pick it up with a magnet, I guess, if you did, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, Gail. So we will let the glue dry, and we'll let those continue. I may not have spritzed them quite enough, but we will press on. Lee, press on nails. Not really. It wouldn't stick. So I pulled out a couple of stamps that I thought would be funny, and we're going to try it with embossing ink. Nowhere have I heard anything about using embossing ink, but it is a type of glue. So what to heck? Tippy tappy, tippy tappy, tap, 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 tap. So there he goes. My crap paper. With dog hair on there. Always one of my dogs. Usually Champ, because his are so visible. He's a black lab. Even though he looks kind of chocolate in the sun. It's weird how that happens. Oh, I should probably be I'm wearing a mask. Yeah, paint. You're right. It stuck to my fingerprints too. Y'all see that? Just saying, stuck to my fingerprints. So you need to use an embossing buddy or an anti-static, whatever, because I made my own, y'all. I got to save this powder. Oh, it's sticking to the paper now. Get back in that bottle. I mean, that could be a dime's worth, y'all. We're going to leave the fingerprints because I think that'll be cool. We're going to let that set for a minute and let it dry-ish. We're going to use this paint. Did she no, because you need to put the powder on before it dries, right? Where's that brush? We should have done all this at one time. Then it could all been drying equally. You put a crispy in there. Oh, y'all, my husband loved his birthday present, which was good because we had, it was his 60th. So we were going to be doing some, had planned on doing a little travel weekend kind of thing, but no. Our friend, the Corona, dear Rona, wouldn't let us. We didn't go nowhere. Nowhere. I'm going to put some scratches in it. Because I wanted to. I could. He is doing well. Thanks so much, y'all. He's doing well. I think he was a little depressed because, 60, that's his whole other, age group. I wouldn't know about it because, I'm not even 50. I'm not. No. This year I identify with 49. Pretty sure about that. We decided I was born in 71. If I'm 49 and I was born in 71. Thanks, Kimberly. Anyways, I may need to spritz. more on that. Oh, more powder's coming off. Stay on our craft paper. Let's put the heat gun on the back of the embossing ink one, just for grin. I mean, it's not going to emboss. It's just sticky ink. Just so we can get that to drying. Okay. We'll go ahead and dry. Oh, here come y'all. We'll go ahead and dry at this. And I can see where it is slightly changing color on that paint. But not much. I'm guessing, probably the more powder you use, the kind of faster it may do too. Let's just spritz more vinegar. Spritz, spritz, spritz on all of it. Spritz. It smells like eggs. Methane. Okay, let's spray our embossing ink one. Oh, it just spritzed, just went everywhere. It just smooshed him all over the place. And I am using cardstock because that's what I pretty much always use. So to wait till he's 70, yeah. And he's been saying this one phrase for several years now, since he was 50. He's like, or since he was, like 55. He says, I'm closer to 100 than I am to 1. I don't really get phased much by age. I know I make up numbers for how old I am, but that really has nothing to do with my age. It's just because I like those numbers and I think it's fun. I had one of the girls from the Art League who has now moved on. Not moved on to greener pastures, but has moved away to a whole different state. Said something about, I am not ashamed of my age. And I thought, well, I'm not ashamed of my age either. You have something to do with 34. And she looked at me like, what? Okay, CB. It's going to be hotter upstairs though, girl. So we know the powder didn't stick to the embossing ink, which is kind of sad. It's kind of sad. But it's starting to colorize. It's just taking a while. But I did get, with just the powder, no glue or any kind of sticky, it did. I don't know how long it took. It might have took an hour. No, it didn't take that long, I don't think. I guess it is. It's a face. These are ears. Devin. This way though. It's the mouth and eyes. Or this way. Eyes and a forehead. This one went to rusting fairly quick. But it's not really glued down. If I spritzed it and it spritzed off the embossing ink. Happy birthday, Lori. Yay. I like birthdays. I really do. It did. It picked up some of that little powders on the magnet. So if you get this and you spill it, get a good magnet, okay? And then pick it up and then you can just wipe it off. Okay. So that's what we were going to try, and we did. Now we just have to wait forever. feels like. But you know, it takes the actual rusting process. I know I can keep talking. I can just think of stuff, shiitakes all day long. We're going to set it aside for a minute. Let's go ahead and pick us a top. Oh, let me go put this this guy in the water bucket. Because he had the embossing inks on him. Ugh. And we will go ahead and a live viewer, because you have to be present to pick a folder. We'll pick the first one who picks a folder between 1 and 63, because that's how many folders we have. Okay. Hi, Glenda, my friend. Judy. Devin. Vaughn. Joyce. I can kind of see the screen a little better today. My eyes must be behaving. So the first one, this is our studio cleanup file folders. I took all my piles of crap, stuff, treasure, and stuck it in folders and whatever I felt like. Oh, 63. Well, there we go. 63. Joyceage. Well, this is the front, so this is the back. Let me hang on. 63. I hope it's not Christmas again, y'all. I'm not a fan of doing Christmas when it's not Christmas. Okay, let me fix the number on my tag so we know what we got next time. Because I won't remember. Got a memory like a sieve. Let's see what we got. Oh, would you look at that? Joyce, how do you know there was brown in here? How did you know there was brown in here? Okay. So this is about a copyweight paper with brown. Oh, we got yellow tea bags. We got some flowers, some chipboard flowers. We got a claim check. Y'all know I like my claim checks and little pieces of, looks like scrap deli paper. Oh, we got a piece of tape, packing tape. Some more little scrappages, piece of spray paper. Wooden American Country box, Japanese writing. I got it from the boxes, these boxes. Y'all remember these boxes? We there's a video somewhere on my channel, or was. I assume it's still there. I didn't take it down. We got this old guy, Vincent Van Gogh, excuse me. This is one of his drawings from one of his personal letters, I think. It's from the Museum of Fine Arts, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, we got an envelope with some flowers on it. A window. I know, I'm glad Joyce records too, keeps her recordings. We have some sprayed deli paper. Don't know what kind of ink it is, not a clue. Here's some more Van Gogh images. That was probably when they had all this stuff down here. That was last year. Is there a year on here? Well, it could have been the year before. I don't know. And we have a piece of a copy, a picture, scanned image of a page. Okay, so let's look at our rusting. Still not necessarily doing a lot. That one's a little bit. Okay. Should put that up there too, so they'll both be in the same little spot. Okay. So that's what we have. We're going to have to use this because window. Shelly, how are you, darling? You're up bright and early today. It's hot and humid here, okay? Just so you know how Texas is. Hey, Terry. Hot and humid. We're supposed to get 90 something today, and our humidity is like 110. No, it's not 110. It's probably like 80, 86, because that's pretty much what our humidity is always at. So that's our folder, number 63, and we're going to be using our studio cleanup folder stuff in this here journal that's made from Happy Mail. CB, just in case y'all didn't know who that was. She modeled. She used to be a model. She doesn't model somewhere. Yeah, 5:30. I'm not surprised. Mm-hmm. Go ga. Go ga. No, this is ga. Ga. So this was the first one we did. And these are our little, oh, we're on our ta-da page. Y'all ready? Ta-da! Ta-da! I love her. And we've got pockets. See, that's another envelope back there. And we've got all kinds of pockets because y'all know I like the pockets. Little top pocket right there. And we're just looking at past days. Real ephemera. It's not store-bought. Okay. Had to reinforce or repair some of my signature stuff. See, they come out and she flips down. Mm-hmm. And this has got stuff. I make all these little journaling spots, but y'all know I really don't journal. Oh, there he is. There he is. Uh-oh. That always makes a sticky sound. This is not necessarily, oh yeah, thrift stores. Wonderful. I've heard this morning, or Rosemary Morris's recording from last night, I think it was, that some of the Tuesday mornings are liquidating or closing or some such horrible rumor. Thanks for coming, Lori. Some such horrible thing. I don't know. I've not been to one. I don't even know if they're open out here. I don't know. Anyway, this is not necessarily our prettiest page. It doesn't look too bad with her. And you open it up, and this is not so pretty. And this is okay-age. So there you go. Not everything. You did, Janet? Hey, Janet. Merle. I hope not. Because I've got two that are each are about 10 minutes away from me. One way and one the other. And then I've got another one that's about 50, well, probably 20, 30 minutes away. Be my luck, all three of them closed, wouldn't it? Then I'd have to go all the way to Humble, which is like 25 miles away. That's okay. They have a half-price bookstore there, or yeah, half-price bookstores. They're due, though. I know it makes me really sad. So this has got a pocket for this guy. Okay. Flowers in her hair. And we've got a royal page. And then we've got a Texas page. I know it looks like Starbucks, but it's not. It's Texas. It's Texas in the background. Just happened to have gotten Texas Happy Mail napkin and a little booklet. And I like my little clean checks. My husband will bring them home every now and again. Excuse me, y'all. He is back at work. Not that he wasn't working, he was just working from home, but now he's back in the on location. Oh, Jersey's gonna drive. Hey, Popo. We're still working on our rest stuff. We're waiting. I don't know. Maybe my because it's a really fine spritz, Mr. Spritz. We may spritz it all again. So we've got this one, and it's got some little stuff. Y'all know I like my pockets. And then we did Christmas. We did Christmas last time. Thank goodness we didn't get a Christmas again this time, because it is hard to do Christmas when it's not Christmas, just in case, you know, unless you, I guess you got to get your mindset that way. So anyway, we've got a little window, and it's the snowman pops out. This could just be a winter page. It doesn't have to be Christmas. It could just be a winter page. Function, there you are. I talked about you a while ago, but it wasn't bad. Not this time. So our little snowman hides in there. And then we've got a snowflake here, and it comes out. Of course, you can journal on it. But like I said, I always put these wonderful little journaling spots and hidden places, and I just don't never do it. Oh. So today we'll be working on this backside, which means we're working flat. Then I will glue it on here later when nobody's looking. That's the plan, man. We'll keep an eye on our rust. It's still, I still feel it really damp. I don't want to hurry it up, because I think part of the thing is to let it do its thing naturally. Okay, thanks, Merle. So this is our folder, and we've already decided we know we're going to use this because it's a built-in pocket. Is it our right measurement? Who remembers our measurement? Not it. 5 1/4 by 8 1/2 shy. That would be fine for our back. Okay. 5 1/4. Well, that's just going to be pretty much perfect. Serendipity. Y'all know I love that serendipity stuff. So that will be our back. We got to have something underneath it for support. We have a pocket or a window. We have a window. Look, we've got flowers. That's a heart. That's not a flower, for heaven's sakes. Leave that one out. I like the big one. Then we have 3 colors, because that one's kind of more corally. Coral. Coral got an iPad for Christmas from his dad, Rick Grimes. Just saying. We can use this. See, it's got a leaf on it, so we can use that to cover up our St. Jude. Let's see. Here he is. Don't forget this fancy tape and this. Well, now I'm just all confused. So we can do that. Tape that. Next book I get, I'm just going to work on, you know, next time I get a SCUFS journal, make a SCUFS journal, whatever. I'm just going to work on the right page where it's not even bumpy, and I don't even have to think about the backside. Just saying. So really, we could just probably fold that up. Probably something like that. That'd probably work. Let's yeah. So let's use the shorter piece. Excuse me, y'all. It's allergies. There's always something pollinating around here. Always. So that's like 8. We'll just make that 4-ish. 8. I measured the wrong way. I'm gonna measure this, just, you know, just a little ruler handicapped. I have them. I've got them all. I've got this one. Oh, Janet, get excited, darling. I'm gonna show you my rulers. This one I made into a tear ruler. We've got this centering ruler. We've got this one with the little arm. We've got another one with the handle that's not, you know. Just wait for it. It's coming. Here's another wooden one, another plastic one, another tear ruler one, another plain one. We've got, oh, camera action, live camera action. We've got this one. Here's yet another tear ruler. Here's a metal one. And check out this one. Guess where this one's from? It's from Paris, y'all. Not Paris, Texas. The real Paris. And it's in centimeters or meters or metric. It's metric. I can't read it. So there it is. There's a place of honor up there. So I think that's it for my rulers right here. I have rulers. We just don't work well together. Just saying. I like these with the handle though. That's why and I keep making tear rulers. They all pretty much ruffle up. This is the one I keep on my desk, and see, it's got a little handle. Not much of one. It hangs right there. Sort mostly. That's a big old centering ruler. I already said that. Oh, now they won't get back in my thing. Get in that thing. And then this one's over here, because sometimes when I'm reaching for a ruler, I just reach whichever direction I'm reaching in. All that to come back to cut this, which I've since learned to put contact paper on the next one of these I get, right? Next one I get. So we're going to cut that about like that. There we go. Now we have 2 even-ish of sorts. Excuse me. I keep doing that. Sorry. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. And we're going to glue them down, because we'll trim it up to length later. I finally got that other glue bottle empty. My Aleene's my favorite. I like this one, works really well. Art glitter glue. What I really like about it is a really fine tip on it. And Vaughn said she couldn't find a needle to fit her tip. And this is the one that came with it. So I don't know. I've ordered some stainless steel ones, because you would think that one and this one's the same needle, but they are not. That's not going to fit in there. But anyway, this long one here is a quilting needle, and it is supposed to be stainless steel, but I used it in another bottle, and it made the stuff in the bottle rust. She says as she yammers on. I'm well known for my yammering. because this is actually not, this envelope piece is not long enough for a measurement of 8.5 shy. So we're going to put some sides on it. Did I put that on there the right way? I guess it's whatever. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. That way. Like that. So now we've added wings. Now we got wings. Okay. I don't like that. Now what? Now what do we do? We were going to use one of these tea bags up here, which I guess technically we should use another one down here, but we're not going to because I don't want to. Who moved the flowers? There they are. Need to cover that up. Put that one up there. Here we go. Ta-da! Hey, Danya. Glad you're here. Just looking at the chat. Let's look at our rust. This one on the clear gesso, I'm not sure how well y'all can see because my screen is like weird. It kind of looks a little oxidized right here. This was the clear gesso. So maybe it's just the way the powder stuck to it. This is art glitter glue. This is double-sided tape off the ATG. This is a patina e-colored paint, acrylic paint, just Carpio Craftsmart paint. This is on white gesso. And this one's on heat embossing ink. But I'm pretty sure you can tell we had a pretty good image at first. And then when I spritzed it with the vinegar, the image just kind of like went away because we sprayed it and it made the powders, smoosh around. And that is the PaperArtsy company rusting powder. The instructions say to sprinkle on wet glue and spritz with water. Water does not work. My water, let me rephrase that. My water did not work. Water, vinegar. Vinegar, water. Just saying. And yes, I may repeat that several times because I'm a repeater. Okay, we want something. Don't forget, we have this fancy piece of tape paper. It's not paper, it's packing tape. Probably used it on the jelly plate or something. I think we're going to do that. But my mind is going. It's a ticking. It's ticking. I need a word. Somebody pick a word. A good word, not a nasty word. Don't pick shiitake. We'll wait. Where's my notepad? Lag. Yeah, I really like my rusting paint so much so that I've actually gathered it all together. Inspire. Okay, I'm writing it down. Inspire. Sorry, that's the one I saw, Gail. I saw Inspire first. Sorry. I do like Groupie too. Hang on. Let me get my thing. Because, when I was cleaning the the studio earlier this year. Took a while. It's not done, but it's not finished. I'm done. I found all my rusty paints that I've been collecting for a few years, and now they're all in one place, except my molasses. It's over here, and I have more of those. These are those cardboardish stencils from the kids department, which were terribly fun to play with, y'all. Terribly fun to play with. And I've got the 10 seconds studio birdie patina set. Xandra told me 10 seconds is out of business, and when I looked them up, I couldn't find them anymore either. So y'all can't have that one anymore. But I have folk art finishes. It came in 2 colors. But you don't need any of this fancy stuff. You don't need any of this fancy stuff. Now, Prima's, Finnabar's, her rusting stuff, Rust Effects paste, comes in 3 colors. Okay. It has texture in it, but you can get that texture with plain acrylic paint by using cinnamon, just saying, which I should mention. The folk art has texture in it as well, and they don't shake up very well. They sound like they're shaking up, but they're not shaking up. You have to take a popsicle stick or something and scrooch them around. And when you put those paints on that have the texture stuff in there, you need a somewhat stiff brush. Now we're having a rust lesson. I have video, y'all. And you're actually going to put your brush in a paint, and you're going to go up and down with it. Because if you go like this, you're going to get streaky color paint, and almost all of your texture is going to stay in the brush. Just saying. You do not use a foam brush with it at all. Just don't even do that. You can kind of use a makeup wedge, but again, you're looking at that, okay? You can use palette knife because that works pretty good. This is non-textured, okay? Really makes cool patina, y'all. That's more of a patina thing. I did a clay project, which I mentioned a while ago. My husband really likes his birthday present. And this was my testing project. And that's with this 10-second stuff. Which all these have, they've got to have that metal in there if it's going to turn the different colors. Just saying. We'll just throw that in there too. But my favorite and cheapest, not necessarily why it's my favorite, is and it's just because it's folk art and it's the molasses color. Perfect rust color. The rust brown color. Okay. And then if you want it the more orangey, because you know rust comes in black, brown, and orange. Well, and yellowish. Orange spice is a good color. Orangey color, just saying. And where is, that's not it. I guess you could just use black. And then this one, which is a mustard yellow, kind of makes that golden color. So, favorite rust color right there. Folk Art Molasses. And I've had this bottle forever. I'm surprised it doesn't have a sticker on it that says TG&Y. Some of y'all will get that. Oh, you didn't put that back in the rusty bucket. Okay, so inspire. We're going to go with the word inspire. Let me get some stamps. I'm just all over the place today, y'all. And I know why. I do. I know why. I got hungry just before I went live, so I went in the house, and the only thing I had quick to grab was a little Debbie's patriotic cake. So I had a little Debbie's. It was good, little Debbie's. Let's use. Thinking we'll use this one. Get our cushion. Inspire. Inspire. Okay. Ta-da. Okay. Okay. We'll get the black ink. This might be a long show, y'all. Yeah, little Debbie's. Y'all know what I've been looking for a month and a half? Little Debbie banana twins. I have not found them. Now, granted, I'm not going to the store every week, all right? But I've not found them at the Walmart because I have to go to Walmart and get test strips for my husband's diabetes stuff. And they haven't had them at the Walmarts. They haven't had them at the HEB, and they darn sure don't have them at Aldi's because Aldi's seldom, if ever, has a Little Debbie product at all. So, TGNY, right? Lilith, hello, darling. I knew somebody would know TGNY. That was my little sister's first job. She's younger than me. She must be 48 by now. Y'all don't let me spell this word wrong. And it's got an S. And yes, I do always put my letters in alphabetical order. I have spelling issues, so I don't need anything that's going to distract me from trying to spell correctly. The Christmas cake. Oh, I know. I love that too, Joyce. I went back to get some more and they were gone. Like, no. That was back before we were on lockdown, and I went to more than one store looking for the Christmas cake. That S and P is kind of big. INSPI. You know, sometimes I like the honey buns, and sometimes I don't. INSPIR. Am I spelling it right so far? That's what we heard. I talked about that just a little while ago, Lilith. It'd be so sad. INSPIRE. It is a pound of sugar. Yummy. Speaking of sugar, I have a cotton candy machine. Oh, I can have cotton candy anytime I want, and it is made from sugar. And Blade is jealous of my cotton candy machine. I told him he could get one off the Amazons. My husband got it for me for Christmas. He didn't get the smallest one, and he darn sure didn't get the biggest one either. But it's just right for me because, you know, he's got the diabetes, so he really can't have it. But I insured him. I'm like, trust me, it tastes like cotton candy. Y'all remember back in the good old days when we were little children and cotton candy tasted like cotton candy? It did not taste like cherry or raspberry or bubble gum. It tasted like cotton candy, dang it. And, you know, you can't get cotton candy at carnivals and fairs anymore because they make all that flavored crap. And he got tired of me whining and crying about it. So he got me a cotton candy machine. Now I can have cotton candy anytime I want. And it tastes like cotton candy. Popcorn machine like the theater. You know, they do make them, Tanya. Just saying. This is packing tape that looks like it was used because it's on this this release paper with these images. I was probably doing showing a transfer thing. Now, y'all want to see some cool transfer? Now, Craftin' Mama's Shelly is the boss. Oh, don't stick there. Is the boss when it comes to transfer techniques. She uses gesso, and she will use paint sometimes. And she's also done, I don't know if you're still here, Shelly. Have you done the fluid matte medium or the gel, just the gel one? I don't remember for sure. She is good. I could have it every day, but I don't. I am, you know, just every once in a while when I get the hankering for it, I'm like, oh, don't go that way. I'm like, I need cotton candy. Oh, and then the part that spins past, you know, your cone when you wrap it, the floss up on your little cone. It's easier than your finger. It will fly past that and collect on the plastic walls of the thing. And then after that sets there, you know, it's like a strip of crystallized cotton candy. Oh. So I'll get the cotton candy, and then 3 or 4 days later, I go in there and pick off little chips of spun sugar. There we go. That's where it's going. I think you can read it enough, right? Oh, from both sides of the paper. You got that on video, Tanya? Okay, darling. Ah, plain matte medium. Okay. This is golden. It was on sale. That's why I have it. Okay. So that's going to go in our window. I'm liking that. Okay. We're going to need something behind it because we're going to glue it in the journal. Don't forget, we're gluing it in the journal. We're just trying on. Don't forget what we're doing. We're just trying on because we have to. After later, I'll have to glue this onto the back side of the journal page. I think that's going to work. So we will put that back there. Swoosh it in. Y'all get married now. Get married. Okay. Yes. What is that? Oh, it's just trash. It's nothing. Let's look at our rusty bits. This one is still changing a little bit because I can see more of just the clear gesso-y patina looking stuff coming up. This one really hasn't changed. This one has not, nor has that one. But you can see where the powder just went smooshing across the page. Just the powder by itself is looking fabulous. Let's look at our heat embossing ink one. It's not changed anymore either. So let's cover this treasure up. I mean, it's not going to hurt to spritz it again, in my opinion. Okay? Just, I'm not a fan of Dunkin' Donuts. Thanks, Devin. I'm just not. I'm a Shipley's girl. My first job was at Shipley's Donuts. I had to literally be at work at 4 o'clock in the freaking morning, y'all. I was the one that stuffed the donuts. Just saying. I always made me y'all probably heard this before, but I'll tell you again. I always made myself one special chocolate stuffed donut every day. Every day. Just saying. So we're just going to spritz this again. Now this time the rust powder did not get all over the place. We're going to extra spritz him. Extra spritz him. Okay. That's the one with the embossing ink. And we're just going to spritz all these again too. This is white gesso, the double-sided tape, the art glitter glue, the paint, and the clear gesso. I'm liking how that clear gesso one's looking. She says that she sprays more pickle juice on it. You probably could use pickle. Oh, it's running off the paper onto my leg, y'all. Now my leg's gonna smell pickled and ugh. So is this folder. Okay. I might spray them again. I don't know. So I'm really, y'all, truthfully, because we'll go back to my initial sample. This is one where I just sprinkled the powder onto the cardstock with no glue, no nothing. This is on art glitter glue. This one was done with water, like the instructions said. Nothing. No rust, nothing on that. Then I spritzed this one with the vinegar, and it's amazing. Okay. So, and see, I'll pull it back out. I'm liking how this, but maybe because it's against the white paper. Yeah, it smells like pickle. That may be why I'm liking that one so much. But then the clear gesso is white, and the white gesso is white. The tape is white, but then all the metal powder is, because it's metal powder, y'all. It's all jumped up together on the double-sided tape. So that's and you can see over here where some of the powders has just splooshed over there. I don't know if you can see. I can see. Maybe that's what I like so much about that, is how it gives you the wispy kind of rust over there. Huh. Okay. Moving on. Put these in here, these in here, these in here. I've just now decided I want these numbers. I like my claim checks, y'all. I will not lie. Claim check. That's about right. We'll trim. Oh, I threw something down, but I don't know what it was. Let's use the tear ruler. We were talking about our rulers with Merle. Oh, the baby wipes. I hope I don't need the baby wipes, y'all. I do like my little tear ruler. They've got this one. I used the, I'm telling you, all over the place today. Rabbit trails. I used a pair of needle nose pliers and just twisted it, because I was trying different things. And the problem with it is it will kind of make cracks in here. This side, I used a soldering gun. Not a soldering gun, that other thing. Y'all know what we got. Y'all know our tools. No, not that. Maybe it was a soldering iron, because it wasn't that thing. It wasn't the We Are Memory Keepers thing that Aleene and I both got at the same time, but neither one have used. Well, I used it once. I tried it out. It worked. I used it once. Anyway, soldering gun. And I like that one much better. What I did afterwards, because it melts it, so it was like no brainer. So it's like, yeah, you know. I did go over it with the piece of, oh, no way, of sanding foam. And that knocked off some of the edge. But anyway, we're going to have to remember not to necessarily have sugar before we do a show. We'll tuck that back in the folder. There, perfect. And that covers up those words. Just put some glue on it because we like it. But I'm going to make it a tuck spot. Just a little wee little tiny tuck pot. We'll go like that, covers up. Good enough. Because we might want a journal. It could happen. Okay. We can turn him into a tuck spot. See, it's just a wee little tuck spot. Let's make him into a tuck spot. Or do we want to put a number as a tuck spot? I don't know. We'll come back to that. We will come back. So we already know we want that. That's done. We just got to stick it down. Okay. Let's stick our flowers on. Flowers. These are stickers, I think. I don't know. Well, look at the chat. Joan is in the house. How are you, darling? Nighttime where you are, isn't it? I don't know if these are stickers or not. I picked these up at the Angelic resale. I guess it's not a sticker. Okay, well, we'll just get rid of that. Oh, there it goes. No, that's not a sticker. Pull it all off so it's the same. It's okay. Nobody will know because you'll never see the back. Hey, Shauna. I'm so glad y'all are here. If I haven't said that in the last 30 minutes, it's true. I appreciate each and every one of you. Your kind comments, your thumbs up, your shares, your subscriptions. If you've not already done so, I invite you at this time to take a moment to subscribe. Click on the bell for notifications if you want notifications of new videos and lives. And if you have your YouTube account set up for that option, that is something you have to have your account set up for. Otherwise, it will not give you notifications. And there's two types of notifications. There's all notifications or personalized. I don't know what personalized notification thing is. Just saying. So, I sure feel like they should be a sticker, though. Just saying. Looks like, yeah. That's too close to that other pink one. We'll put that one up there. Anywhoots. It's my sales pitch. But I mean it. I'm not lying. I guess we could have inked around those. Now you remind me. Well, Tanya, you don't really need to edit those pictures. Picture sweet iced tea. I'm not so inclined to drink iced tea real often. I'm more of a hot tea kind of girl. I'm a hottie toddy. Oh, where's that going to go? Wait, slide this back under. Try it all on for size. I highly recommend trying stuff on for size. I don't always do it. Oh, but I do recommend it. Okay. That's, oh, it's stuck to my fingernail, y'all. That's where you're going to go. Yeah, maybe we'll just take this one over here. Yeah. Yeah, that's a ticket. There we go. Okay, we move that back out of the way where it's safe. We're building our page off page, and I will glue it on later. Oh, yeah. I understand. Let me put, this is like one of my favorite rulers. It's got my name on it. It reminds me of who I am. And a tear ruler. I like those little tear rulers. I was going to give some to my friends, and some of them have gotten them, but some of the other ones I haven't even seen since I made them. Y'all know who you are. And some of my friends I haven't heard from in a while, and I'm not sure if they're, I hope they're okay. Because we haven't been meeting locally. Oh, our art gallery is going to open back up on the first Tuesday in June. I don't know that date. Let's see that date. June 1st. They're going to, oh no, that's a Monday. June 2nd. Our local art gallery is going to open back up. They're just going to, it's just going to be from 10:30 to 2, I think, something like that. So it's, you know, just a half a day. Not that y'all necessarily needed to know, but I obviously needed to share. Okay. Please do not bend. I'm kind of liking that there. I'm looking at the chat. I got glue on my lip. I had it on my finger and touched my face. Don't touch my face. You know, they might, because it is metal. We have established that this actually is powdered metal. Magnet. Well, it's not sticking that great, but magnet. That's a plastic bottle. How can I prove to y'all this is a magnet? Why do I need to prove it to you? There we go. Y'all heard that. Thunk. That's my glue pen. So I'm going to have to look at that metal stuff that I said I looked at for the magnetic paint. We might be done, y'all. That tuck spot. I'm gonna. Oh, we're way ahead of schedule, aren't we? We've only been on for an hour. Holy cow. That's not long at all. Let's look at our rest. Yeah, see, that's not really changed. It's still really damp though. So it's not, it doesn't seem that putting more vinegar on there is changing it by much. So, this will go under her like so. Like so. Where's a pencil? Mark the corner, mark the corner, mark the corner, mark the corner. Mark the corner. Martha Corner. We can just stick this down. This page is really just kind of come together like all by itself. We're just killing time with the rust, I guess. Whatever. That's a brand new bottle, y'all. Oh, I forgot to fix it. Where's my marker? America's favorite. Jamie's favorite. There we go. Jamie's favorite. In case you weren't aware of that. Okay, this needs to go this way. Oh, got our corners marked. Went outside the line a little bit, but that's okay. We won't tell anybody. They won't mind. They won't mind. Oh, I better put that underneath that little flap. Put that under the little flap. Oh. I made my hole a little big on that glue top, y'all. It's coming out a little fastish. Vicky, how you doing, darling? You doing all right? So that's how it's going to look. Mostly. Because I got to glue it on there because it's going on the back side of the page this month, y'all. I think that's perfect. So now we can use this whole thing for a journaling card. It would fit. Or we could use this for a journaling card. Or we could use this for a journaling card. I like this. I like the claim ticket. I like the claim tickets, y'all. I do. I'm glad my husband brings them home for me. Okay, so that's our page. We're going to turn both of these into little journaling card thingies. Put this. I'm going to put that on the keyboard so it'll dry more faster. Okay. So we're going to trim him out perfectly as if I were a machine straight. Okay. Okay. Aha. Okay. Venga. We're going to trim this down too. No, let's just leave it just like that. Let's not trim that down at all. We'll put that on the back of him. Okay. Thanks for coming, Laura. Are you driving? I can't tell y'all how happy it makes that y'all show up at my live streams because I'm just so weird. Sure enough, nobody's going to come. Nobody wants to see me, and because I'm boring. I'm not boring, y'all. Who am I kidding? I am not boring. Well, sometimes I'm a little weird, but what's that got to do with it? It's like love. What's that got to do with it? We're going to do that. That'll give us most of our blue for our money. Bone folder. Not a real bone. We'll let him dry for a minute. We need to think about inking around him, y'all. Let's put him on the ink pad. So maybe one of us will think to do that. Let's oh, we got this one. Don't forget we have this one. Is it wider? Not quite as wide. I don't like that one. It doesn't make me happy. I'm kind of liking that. Cover that hole up. That's interesting. Oh, we could cover that hole up with a tea bag, for crying out loud. We got a tea bag right here. Because I don't like the hole. Don't like the hole. Just saying. And around and around and around we go. Did anybody see where? There it is. That way. Just turn that off right here. Okay. We'll leave those in there. Oh, that's a piece of watercolor paper right there, y'all. I'm just playing around. Hey, Dot. Glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here. Anyway, I like that piece. That would look weird all by itself, wouldn't it? We don't have another piece like that. Lock that. Oh, don't stick yet. Well, I guess you're stuck. Shh, be quiet. Okay. Perfect. It's perfect. Oh, but I'm not doing nothing with that. Oh, whatever. Let's put some matte medium on it, y'all. Close that up. Looking at the rest. I don't think it's going to change anymore, y'all, because it doesn't look like it's done anything else. But that got more patina-y. The clear gesso. Can you see how that kind of got a little more patina-y? That's kind of cool. Oh, and look, our double-sided tape kind of did the same thing of sorts. That hasn't changed. That was white gesso, and that was a paint. This was the heat embossing glue. Art glitter glue. rusting powder. Okay. That was good, little Debbie cake, though. Just throwing that out there again, in case anybody was wondering. And this is a sprayed deli paper. I'm real sure it's deli paper. I don't know what it's sprayed with, but it's not moving, so it's probably some kind of alcohol ink, maybe something. Obviously, it's something. Oh, what is that? Who stuck that booger under there? I don't know. Do we have that over here? That's where it's going now. Aha, stick to my finger. Okay. Oh, now the color's kind of moving on that one. We got a little action going on, a little color action going on. It's like arting by myself, y'all. Sometimes I talk and sometimes I don't talk. Molly almost always thinks I'm talking to her. She's on the couch. I've got the air. I had the air conditioner on because it's hot, y'all. And I turned it off just before we went live on account of who wants to hear all that rumbling, rattling stuff, noise in the background. I want more. This is a journaling spot on the back, y'all. That's what that is. But we probably won't, never journal on it. But I might. I gotta leave my options open. I might. Okay. So we'll set this aside to dry. Put it up there on the keyboard. I'm not typing right now anyway. We'll go back to this guy who's going to be in the little tuck spot that we left on the front. I think he's dry enough to cut. I feel like I want to round the corners. I think this came from Hobby Lobby, but it might have came from Michael's. It's got an S on it, and it's that makes the tiniest little corner, rounding corner. They all seem to have cracked because other people have used them, and they've all seemed to crack right there. I used super glue or Gorilla Glue on that corner, and it seems to be holding okay. I mean, it's still punched, but it would pinch your finger every once in a while. Just saying. So, here we go. Now, let's ink around this feller. Oh, I don't need that. I got it on my little cut and dry foam. Hobby Lobby. See, Tanya knows where it comes from. But it makes the nicest cute. I mean, look at that little tiny rounded corner, y'all. It's adorable. We're just going to ink around our vinegar. Sounds like me clearing my throat. I should start clearing my throat that way. People be like, what? And I'm like, bingo. If only I could remember to do that. It would just be so funny for me. Y'all, I had to go. Well, I didn't have to. We go to the post office twice a week. And so I was there, and that's on Saturdays and Wednesdays, just in case anybody's keeping track of where I am on those days. So when I go to the post office, that's the day I try to do grocery shopping if I'm going to do any. But I didn't need to do any. But my husband ran out of lemon juice. He likes drinking lemon juice in water. It's good for your liver, okay? And, you know, when you're on chemo and junk, you need to do stuff to take care of your livers because all that stuff is really bad for you. Anywho, I said, well, I'll just run by Aldi's and stop by Aldi's and get lemon juice. So the plan was post office, Aldi's, lemon juice, and then Happy Panda because I might as well get Happy Panda while I'm out, okay? So that was my plan. So I'm walking around the post office and I'm going post office, Aldi's, lemon juice, Panda. I have to repeat these things to myself. Hey, Pancake. So I can remember what it is I'm doing. Yes, I had it written down on a piece of paper, but that would have required me to look at the piece of paper. It's just easier to repeat these things in your head. And it's even more easier to just say them out loud so other people can join in the fun. So I'm through at the post office and I get to Aldi's and I'm getting out of the car and I'm walking into Aldi's and I'm going, Aldi's lemon juice. And the girl tried to hand me a buggy and I looked down and I'm like, no, jazz hands, just need lemon juice. And she started backing up from me. And then I started laughing. And I said, well, that's how I remember what I'm wanting. Lemon juice, lemon juice, lemon juice. Oh, and of course I got a mask on. Bless her heart. Anyway, that was so entertaining for me. I know. I was like, just need lemon juice. And I didn't have any little Debbie cake yesterday. So it was, I thought I was just, and then I go in the store and I'm like, where's the lemon juice? So I got the lemon juice and then I get in the line and the line's like 15 carts and they're all piled up like they've never been to the store before. No, it wasn't quite that bad. There was a couple people who were holding stuff in their hands like I did. And then we were just like, which one? Which one? Which one? Oh, it was so funny. You probably had to be there, and I was. It's good for your liver, Vaughn. And beets. Beets are good for your liver. Okay? Just saying. We know these things because we've researched things. Because there's really nothing you can do for your liver. You know what I'm saying? When your liver gets sick, it's sick, and there's nothing, allegedly. Well, we pray a lot. We believe in prayer. So anyway, his scar tissue, from using insulin and having the diabetes for so long, and because all the chemos, because he's had multiple chemos and all that transplants and all that junk. So, and the cancer itself, it's multiple myeloma, which is a blood cancer. So, I mean, it's not like he can radiate it. It's your blood. So, I forgot where I was going with that. Lemon juice. So anyway, it's got the scar tissue from all these different things, and the cancer itself can cause liver issues and kidney issues. Without diabetes, it can cause all that stuff. So just saying. So we've done about as much research as you can on liver stuff, and those liver cleanses aren't really cleansed. I mean, it's not going to do anything, y'all. The best thing you can do for your liver is fasting, which means no eating. Don't be eating. Okay? You can have liquid, but don't be eating food. And lemon juice has shown to help clear out the whole adrenal kind of glands and all that kind of stuff. So it's good for your kidneys and it's good for your liver because it kind of helps open stuff up. And likewise with the pickled beets. But, you know, that goes back to that old holistic kind of stuff where if you look at your food item and what body part does it most resemble, and that's the body part it's good for. And when you look at beets, you know, they're pretty much the same color as a liver. If you've ever seen calf's liver or, you know, that kind of thing at the grocery store, and then you look at a pickled beet, you're like, yeah, they look the same. They don't taste the same. Pickled beets is good. Liver is no good. So there's that. And walnuts are good for your brain because when you crack them open, they look like a brain. And kidney beans, I guess, are supposed to be good for your kidneys because, you know, they're shaped like a kidney and they're kind of the color of a kidney. I don't know. So we've had science and holistic medicine today. Bless my heart. So we'll look at our rusting stuff. We cannot stay on any track. It's still very damp. Still very damp. Oh, look, it's coming through the other side. Can you see? Bleeding through the other side. That's how damp it is. But I can't say that it's got more rusty. This is the Stampabilities heat embossing ink on a stamp, and then it didn't glue stick, so it, when I spritzed it with the vinegar, clear gesso, which I say has got some really neat looking patina bits on it. It's kind of oxidizing right there, which looks really cool to me on this end. Okay. And then we've got the white gesso. And then we've got double-sided tape, and it's got some weird patina stuff. I guess the vinegar is doing that. You know, Aleene, it's like the art glitter glue. Y'all know I've been using it a long time, a few months, and I still haven't decided. It's okay. I like it. It's okay. Will I buy it again? That's kind of doubtful. All right. And then this is it on paint, cheap acrylic paint. What I do like about the powder, though, because you don't get this when you're using a paint, how when I spritzed it and the residual powder that was on here kind of like went, you know, like got wind blasted, and it's left all these little speckly things. I do like that. Just saying, I like that. And we will go back to my original sample, which I just sprinkled some powder on the card. And this is cardstock. I've not tried any other paper because I mostly just use cardstock, y'all. So I'm only going to practice on what I'm used to. So I just sprinkled it on there with vinegar. And then this is the powder on glue. And the instructions say to use water, but it didn't do anything with the water. So vinegar only, even though the instructions say water, just saying. Rusting powder, PaperArtsy. Yeah, I haven't had a problem with it coming off my hands at all. And like, see, when this gets dry, I can probably rub that powder, and I'll see if it'll rust again. That one's stuck pretty good. There's just a little bit of orangey color coming off. Let me get a dry finger. Yeah, it actually is leaving just a little rust color, orange right there. Hey, Jersey, glad you're back. You're welcome, darling. Thanks for keeping us. Car ride. Oh, now it's coming off that white gesso pretty good. I'm going to scoosh that all over there. It's stuck to the glue, of course, or the double-sided tape, and it stuck to the glue. So yeah, it is putting a little orange on there. Now, I would think you should be able to seal it. I don't know. I'm going to spray on that little loose powder that came loose. I'm just going to spritz it with the vinegar. We'll just see if it'll rust too. I don't know why it wouldn't. Why wouldn't it? So that's still pretty damp, but I bet this powder is going to scroosh off too. So anyway, we've made a little tuck card, journaling spot, and he will go right there. So it's just a headless man in a chair. Thank you so much, Tanya. I'm so glad you were here. Thank you so much, darling. I don't think I would buy it again. I'll just keep it for like when I want to make this kind of thing. Just saying. I will stick with my regular rust craft paint stuff. That's cute. Not sure I like him without a head, though. He just looks like he's at home, doesn't he? We could put him upside down. It's an upside down kind of world. We'll just... Now this is our journal page, but I'll have to glue it on the back side of the page. We have a little journaling card. Should fit within the confines of that. Like that. Let's put let's trim some of this side up because we know we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need, because I think this fit perfectly on there as my memory recalls. Y'all know my memory. Okay. Here we go. We're going to make pull tab. We're just going to put pull tab all the way across the top. Doesn't matter that they're not the same. Doesn't matter, I said. Don't forget, we need some diamonds, y'all. Don't forget the diamonds. Just a little bit of glue. A little bit of glue. Something like that. Because why not? Make it pretty. Oh. Straight enough. Not going to use that one. No more Little Debbie's on live stream days. I'll actually have to stop and have some kind of real food, I guess. It's just feeling bouncy. Oh, somebody put something right there. Perfect. It's perfect. Where's the lid? Oh, who lost the lid? I don't have my old bottle. I already got rid of it. Oh, there it is. Whew, that was close. So this will slide in the pocket. And then we can use pull tabs to pull it out. Okay. So we got a plan. We know what we're doing. Now we need some diamonds. Diamonds. Okay, what do you mean embossing powder on texture paste? Actual embossing powder or the rusting powder? Fine. It's okay. I'll probably never, the only time I'll ever look at it is when I pull it out to show, on the next video. So. I know, I know. Y'all probably saw it right there. I need to make it a different color. Do I have a purple pen? Because that would be the best. I don't have a purple marker, but I have a blue one. That would make it easier to see sometimes. I mean, why not? Right? It's my lid. If I can cut stamps apart, I can decorate my bottle lid. Let's put different color on there. Let's put some teal. Purple would have been perfect. Actual embossing powder. You can use embossing powder on texture paste. It will stick when you put it on the wet paste. And you need to, you hit it right away with the heat gun and it will emboss. But the texture paste will kind of do a little bubbly kind of thing. So yes, is the answer. Yes, you can. But you will have varying results depending on how thick the embossing paste is, how wet it was. And yes, it will emboss. Yes, it will. It's just sometimes when you do that with the heat gun that soon after it's well, you can let it set for a little bit before you hit it with the gun, is it may make the texture paste inclined to bubble and lift off the paper. I'm assuming it's going on some kind of a paper. Supposed to be getting diamonds. Supposed to be getting a diamond, y'all. Get some diamonds. Thanks so much for being here, Terry. I really appreciate it. Yeah, bubble grunge. Which the best way to get that is to use, have a thicker stuff on bottom. What is it I used the other day that was, it surface dried, but the underside stayed damp? Oh, crap. What was it? It might have been gesso. Just plain white gesso. You know how it's kind of gritty? It will hold dampness underneath it. And then when you hit it with the heat gun, it will do bubbly stuff, which I think is really cool. Why did I get it for? Oh, diamonds. Ah, diamonds, y'all, diamonds. Oh my gosh. This box is not full of diamonds. It has other junk in it. It does have diamonds. Okay. Now these sides will get trimmed down just a wee bit more. So do we want green? I feel like green. I feel green. I don't have that kind of a dark green. I like diamonds. There's a bigger diamond. Oh, I like the green one, y'all. We're going to go with this green one. Just saying. You don't get a vote. No, you don't. No vote for you. We're going to put one there. Woo! New glue comes out really fast. Put one there. Put a green one there. I don't know. I don't know about these. I don't know. I know. I did think about that when I was putting that red dot on there. I did think about that. So I probably will. Because why not? It's my lid. It's already paid for. Fancy. Diamond flowers. Green centers. Yellow moons. I guess we'll put the yellow ones in there. Because why not? Because why not? I should probably use a super glue, huh? Y'all think a super glue to glue a diamond on the lid? But I need to use a smaller one because these are actually way too big for that. Just saying. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I like it. I like it a lot. And then this, I'll glue it on the page later because I'll have to put it under heavy books because remember we're on the back side of this page or this page. So I'll have to glue it on there in heavy weight. Like I said, next time we're doing one of these, we're just working on the right side. We're not going to work on the back side where it's all bumpy and junk. And these will get trimmed down. Love it. Perfection, y'all. Perfection. Now we're going to glue. Where's the super glue? I don't have any in there. You know what? We've got, what is that laying down there? It doesn't go there. We've got some well bond. Where'd my diamonds go? Which one's going to fit? That's too big. These will fit. Same color, same size. Same color, same size. We're just going to, I think we're going to try thanks, Fawn. Oh, y'all so wonderful. My Dollar Tree had these, you know, the round tip embossing tool thingies. They had these the other day. They also had, I went to the Dollar Tree 2 weeks ago. They also had these, which is a pokey tool, and it's like a flat side thingy. These were 2 in a package. They're different size needles. And then it was just one ball thingy. Anyway, that's what I'm going to use to put the glue in there, on there. And this is a well bond. Well, W-E-L-L, bond, B-O-N-D. So I know my Southern accent confuses people. And words like craft sound like crap. And maybe I am saying crap. Just saying. Let's use one of these. Where's the purple? There's a purple one. Oh. Oh, it's going to fit down in there. Perfect. Holy cow. Perfect. Get rid of all that extra glue. Serendipity. I love it when that happens, y'all. I love it when serendipity comes over to play with me. I just do. Ta-da! Can you see it? Ta-da! Fancy lid. You too can decorate your lid. Maybe now a stylist. Thank you, Kathy. And hello, Kathy, by the way. I think we're going to wrap it up because I think that's about all we can do. once this gets good and dry, then I will stick it on the back of the page, which we've already discussed. I know I don't need to repeat again. We'll look at some of this treasure in this folder. Okay, because one person who gets the correct number will win this leftover stuff. And I'll probably throw something else in there because I pretty much always do, y'all. Just saying. We'll even put this little, I don't know, somebody might use that. Might be perfect. Might be serendipitous for them. So let's take one more look at our rust. Not changing. But I do like how the powder spreads out like that. So that's a nice feature if you're looking for that on a project. I don't know that I would use this on a jelly plate because it is metal and it is, you can feel the granules in it. Just saying that out loud as I'm thinking about it out loud. So this is the white gesso. This is the double-sided tape. This is the art glitter glue, clear gesso, which I must say I love how it's patinaing on that. This was paint. This was some of the powder that rubbed off that we spritzed with the just with the vinegar. All this is spritzed with vinegar, and that rusted up really nice. The loose powder, and that was just that leftover. So see, if you're smart and you rub your stuff after it's dry, you can get more powder. I'm just saying. So you can use that powder again. So the rule is you will pick one number between 1 and 79 because that's how many balls I have. After I type in the word go, one number and one number only. And then the ball will be magically picked. And whoever comes closest without going over will win the leftover treasures. Just saying. Okay? So y'all get ready. Gotta figure out a type. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all take a guess, please. Don't make me keep this junk treasure. I mean, don't let me have to, because I appreciate y'all. This was kind of fun, different, playing with that. And this happened really fast. I think that happened really fast. If I'd have not yammered and rabbit trailed so much, we'd have probably been done with that an hour ago. Just saying. So I like the powder, but I don't think I will get it again. But just so y'all know, I did talk about looking for a magnetic paint a few months ago. And I did come across metal powder then to add to your own paint. So that might be a better option. Y'all Google that because stuff did come up. Maybe that's why somebody else thought of it because I had already Googled for it. And then they're like, oh, why don't we just take that and see if it rusts and we can have rusting powder. I will say on the websites that talked about their metallic paint additive, I think that's what magnetics. I keep confusing the two. Their magnetic paint additive did tell you to wear a respirator type dust mask, which is more than just a regular paper mask, okay? Because you don't want to breathe it in because that is putting metal in your lungs. Let's see if that's not going to work. There we go. Okay. When I type in the word stop, y'all have to stop guessing if you haven't done so already. And I don't know why that always falls. It never falls in there. So I'm going to type stop. We're going to wait for leg. Okay. Okay. Where'd it go? It's right here. It's right here. It's a secret. Oh, where's my pen? Today's ball is 72. So they went up pretty high today, y'all. You just never know what you're going to get. Let's see. Hardly anybody should be over that. All right. Oh, Shelly, you're over by 2. You were close, though. Okay, so far. Now my thing is stuck. Oh, my thing is stuck. I'm on my duct taped laptop. Okay, so far I'm seeing Kimberly, because she's the highest without going over so far. Well, I'm glad you were here too, Kathy. Okay, so we're in agreement. It's Kimberly. Kimberly. Kimb. Kimberly. You're the winner, chicken dinner. Okay, if you don't know what to do, this is what you do. You need to email me your mailing address, okay? So I can get your folder treasures to you in the mail. Now, like I said, I only go twice a week to the post office. So it might be Saturday that it gets out, and it might be next Wednesday when it gets out. I don't know. It'll be a surprise for everybody. Thanks so much, CB. I wish you and your honey man and your baby dog wellness. I hope she's behaving. I appreciate each and every one of you, your kind comments, your thumbs, your shares, your subscriptions. Oh, and they took away the 3 dots. We still, well, the 3 dots are there, but you can't visit other people's channel. But y'all be sure to check out some of these other people's channels, because there's a lot of people on here that do live streaming and video recordings. And if you're on the recording, thanks so much for hanging around so long. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm so happy with their page. It's simple, but you know what? It's very adequate because it inspires. Please do not bend. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.